Stranger Things, Little Things, Bar 17 Bistro, and more on episode 295 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey guys, welcome to this week's UUOP, the best podcast in the world. My name is Chris, and joining me today, we have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
Tracy.
Hello.
And the man himself, Darren.
What's up, Internet?
So how's it going, guys?
Good. I'm
Good.
excited.
Good.
There's some
All right.
interesting things. There's some interesting things. There are some strange things. And,
That's a little thing.
yeah, and there's also some funny things I feel in here that
good.
I can't wait to get to because it's awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
But you know,
Oh.
these are heartwarming things that we can go back to.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let's start off with some festivity things with some Producers Club birthdays. Tracy?
Yes, we have a nice little handful this time. So we're going to start with April 12th, and that is the birthday of the lovely Brocat himself, Todd Elsroth. Happy birthday!
Are we doing happy birthdays individually or
Yes.
just all at the end?
Yes,
Right.
everybody gets their own birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And following that is Jacqueline Colpitt's birthday on April the 19th. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
A couple of days later, on the 21st, we have Claire McKenna. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Happy birthday.
And the next day, on the 22nd, is Jeffrey Mason's birthday. I am sorry if I've bodged up your name. Please let me know how to pronounce that, because I'm
Happy
just
birthday.
stressed over it. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And finally, on the 23rd, we have Tyler Bowman's birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tyler.
And that's that.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Yes. Send the cake.
I'm surprised. I know I haven't put one in there, but there has been a very special birthday this weekend. I'm surprised
Is it mine?
you haven't mentioned. No, it wasn't. It was all of ours.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you're the big boss man. You're supposed to throw a party for us.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Not me
I
either.
didn't get my champagne this year.
Don't worry, I didn't get anything either.
So, 7 years service. Should at least get a little carriage clock for the mantelpiece.
What do I get?
Think you guys should just come celebrate at Universal. Just
I
come
would
on down.
love to.
I like that idea.
But yes, on
Yes.
Saturday, it was officially our 7-year anniversary of the first ever
Despicable.
100% unofficial Universal Orlando.
Yes. We do apologise.
That first episode's awful.
First. Just the first. About the first.
They
Doesn't
perfected it
do it.
right after the first one.
They didn't get much
Oh,
better
I
for a
don't know.
long time, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some might say never.
Oh, we've learned a lot in 7 years.
We have.
We've
we
come
have.
a long
We're
way
a
in
lot more
7
natural
years.
now, aren't we? It was all
I think
very
so.
wooden
Yes, Lee.
to start off with.
We are natural.
Why, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my line.
That is okay,
Natural
Darren.
as well.
No scripts.
I feel as natural as a forest.
I'm not going to get mushy because I end up crying, but I put a big post out on Facebook
Yeah.
over the weekend. It's like,
Yeah, me
everyone
too.
that's been involved, it's been awesome, and I have no intentions of it going anywhere for some time to come.
No.
Yeah. It's a big accomplishment, guys. I mean, I'm the newcomer here, but 7 years is a long time.
It is.
Grandfathered in. Congratulations.
It's hard to remember my life without it in at this point.
Mm-hmm. And that
Yeah.
time has gone fast.
It has.
You know. Yeah.
And we're only, what
very
are we on
true.
5? We're only 5 episodes away from hitting 300 episodes as well.
How many trips have we had out?
Since we started?
No,
3,
just in total.
5.
We need 2 more this year because it's got to be rounded out.
Horror
just-
Nights, you got Grinchmas. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just think though, when we finally pop the bubble on this and Universal runs out of stuff for us to talk about, if you can stretch 2 parks out that long, when you switch over to Disney's format, you've got a lot more to go.
Yeah. Phew.
Moving right along.
Yes.
So to segue over, let's talk about a place that you can actually celebrate your birthday. We got some more details on Universal's iDrive hotels. So we finally got the names for the 2 new hotels coming to iDrive at the former Wet and Wild Land, and the name for the overall resort. Ready? Get ready.
Braced.
Oh, I'm ready.
The 2 hotels will be named the Surfside Inn and Suites and the Dockside Inn and Suites.
Fine, harmless, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Innocuous.
So far, that's fine, right? Yeah. Okay. So the post on the Universal blog states the following. Both hotels were offered rates as low as $73 per night and introduced Universal's Orlando's all-new value hotel category. But don't let the value category fool you. When you stay at either Surfside Inn and Suites or Dockside Inn and Suites, your family will enjoy the exclusive benefits that only come with staying at a Universal Orlando Resort hotel.
Woo.
This includes early park admission, allowing you to breeze through the theme parks each morning an hour before the park opening, as well as free shuttle transportation to and from our 3 incredible theme parks and Universal City Walk.
And a lot of guests with mullets and really faded tattoos.
I was planning on getting my hair cut, but
So we got, speaking of family, right? The Surfside Inn and Suites and Dockside Inn and Suites will have plenty of space to accommodate the entire clan. More than half of the rooms across both hotels, which is 1,450 to be exact, will be 2-bedroom suites.
Okay.
These suites will feature 2 separate bedrooms, a kitchenette and dining area, and a bathroom with a separate shower and vanity, so the whole family can get #ready for Universal. The 2-bedroom suites will sleep 6 for as little as $111 per night. Pretty good. And the name of the resort these 2 new hotels will sit in is, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
This is the best one. Universal's Endless Summer Resort.
Woo!
Yes.
Best name ever, said no one ever.
It's nameception here, guys. We have resort names.
wow.
We got hotel names. It's everything.
This just totally reminds me of Universal Orlando Escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the craziness that happened with that.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea, I think, for them to put an overall name on the top of this thing like that.
I think someone got really happy at like marketing, like just name everything.
And the name itself. Like if it was anything else, it might be better. But
Yeah.
They do realise there are actually 4 seasons in a year. And if they're going to name the whole resort...
Not in Florida, there isn't.
Hang on, Endless Summer. Yeah, but this, it's going to be a bit weird going and staying in a place called Endless Summer when it's decorated for Christmas.
true.
Very true. Somebody hasn't thought too far ahead there, I don't think.
Our 2 seasons are hot and less hot.
Yeah.
But
That's about it.
I had a quick look, Tracy, at the Enclave suites for where we stayed, and that Universal hotel, I mean, obviously I looked at peak time in the middle of the summer holidays, but I don't know, it says as little as 111 per night. I don't know what that'll go up to, but that is potentially the same price or cheaper than staying at the Enclave suites.
Can I throw something in the hat that I don't think you might have considered? You'd be getting charged parking. You don't at the Enclave.
I don't think you will. I know it's a Lowe's hotel,
I think
but
you
on
will.
iDrive, they can't compete with all the hotels on iDrive if they're charging
that could
for
be one of the
parking.
other perks.
Yeah, but you're getting perks for the parks.
I would
Perks
be
for
very
parks.
surprised if they charge for parking
I wouldn't.
because they
Or
charge.
discounted.
What is it? It's 10. Is it?
cheaper.
Is it $10 at Cabana Bay at the moment? So that's discounted and that's prime value. With this value,
I think Cabana Bay
$8 then.
is a little bit more than
it must
10.
have just gone up.
I think
then,
it's
It's
because
about
I know-
12, isn't it?
or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they charge you for parking because
I
no
wouldn't.
other hotel on iDrive didn't. That's the market they're competing with by putting them there.
Hang on. How many other hotels in iDrive are Lowe's?
Doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter. People don't care about the name on it. They care about if I'm staying on iDrive, am I going to stay at a hotel that's charging me $10, $15 a day for parking or not?
That would be a deal breaker for me.
It would for
going
me.
up there as a local. I usually, go for a cheaper place, but I'd like a cleaner, nice, cheaper place. So if this is an option for that, that would be great. But yeah, that's the downside. If I have to pay for parking or any extra, those extra fees and that kind of thing on top of that, it's going to push it up over.
Well,
I will say, isn't the hotel across from Universal, the one that has a giant globe on that, they charge a resort fee over there, right?
is that the Sheraton?
I think so. Yeah. I think their resort / parking fee, they do charge something there because I stayed there a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But that's right across the street. This is fairly close as well. I mean, it still would not be a good idea to charge like a parking fee for them.
Yeah, you've got to look at most of the people that are staying on iDrive are, I would say, predominantly British holiday makers. So we're coming out for 2 or 3 weeks, and if they're charging you $10 or $15 a day, that's rapidly going to mount up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also those rates that Chris mentioned, Alicia, Stella, I think said in the Producers Club that was for if you stay for 7 days or longer on an off-peak time. So don't expect those to be the norm as far as prices go.
So it's $73 per night as long as you stay 4 nights or more.
Seven
nights or more.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, which is still isn't bad. It's not bad for those groups, like you said, coming in for the long haul. You know?
Yeah. And those suites are perfect for that. If you're going to be staying for a whole week, then
yeah. I mean,
makes a lot of sense
because we've struggled, obviously, needing 2-bedroom suites for us when we come over, and at that end of our drive up near Universal, there aren't many.
No.
My experience, though, of staying on a Universal property is they are quite noisy. They're not very well soundproofed. Whereas where we do choose to stay is.
You weren't saying that last time.
Well, we did have elephants above us. But it's relatively quiet. You don't get a lot of noise from people in the pools and stuff like that, is what I'm saying. Whereas, I don't know. I just get the feeling it's going to be... I know it sounds ridiculous, but I get the feeling it's going to be a noisier resort.
Well, yeah, it probably will be. It's on International Drive.
Yeah.
And they'll probably do some like nighttime entertainment stuff there too.
Yeah.
I mean, the rooms the images that are being put up, the rooms look amazing if that's what they're going to end up looking like.
It does look nice.
It looks lovely, really fresh and modern.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Which you'd expect it to. It's brand new.
But I don't know. I'm not very excited by it. I don't know. It's a name that's just maybe go, oh, come on. There's not much effort's gone into this.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to be staying in a resort property, I want to be staying actually in the resort. Do you know what I mean? And I know what they're doing. The catering for the people. That price is just out of there.
Yeah, but still giving you that universal experience at an iDrive price.
And it's I do appreciate that. But me personally, I want to be able to go. Oh, sod it, I'm going to go for a wander around City Walk at 3:00 in the morning if I want to.
You can still do that.
It's not as easy.
Kirkman instead. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I think they'll have like the same thing like Cabana Bay. Like
yes.
Bus service every 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Maybe not at 3:00 in the morning though.
Yeah, maybe not.
No.
Yeah.
But no, it's all early days. You have to see what's what.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that name changed.
No, it's out there now. I can't see him changing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
won't be the first time I've said something.
They changed the escape.
Yep.
That's very true.
Eventually.
But time will tell. And we'll find out who's right over the parking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have 2019 is when the Surfside opens, and then Dockside goes the year after 2020. Oh.
I think if we were coming over and we couldn't afford to stay on site for a fortnight,
I would. Could anywhere.
I would look at that over the Enclave. It would be thrown in to the hotels that I would consider looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fortnite, I'm starting a new Fortnite stream, guys. Join me up on Twitch. 24/7 blasting fools, building bushes. Come on down. Sorry, that's going to get us like 20,000 more kid followers.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure to put it in the tweet when the show comes out.
Hashtag Fortnite. You're good to go.
Darren needs subtitles.
Tracy has no idea what you're talking about. It's a PlayStation game. Or it might even be an Xbox game, I don't know.
Okay, you lost me.
It's a revolution is what it is.
Okay.
So let's go over to Seth with some little things.
Hi everyone, Seth Kuberski back with your bi-weekly look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort. We're going to start in Islands of Adventure with a follow-up from a report that I made last month. I previously mentioned that the projection domes inside the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride at Hogwarts Castle were looking brighter and sharper than before. Well, now I can confirm that they have all been upgraded to 4K projectors with the same upgraded animation seen in Universal Studios Hollywood. You might notice that the fire-breathing dragon flies even closer to you during the first dome sequence. The snitch gets right up in your face during the second dome sequence, and the Dementors are more aggressive than before in the final projection sequence. Now the only thing that Orlando's Forbidden Journey is missing that Hollywood has is the extra animatronic Dementors with arms. Over in Universal Studios Florida, I wish I could report that Fast and the Furious had begun soft openings. However, the construction walls, as of this recording, are still up around the attraction. However, I can say that the virtual line kiosks have been installed inside the courtyard and are powered up and functioning. Elsewhere in Universal Studios Florida, the facade in the New York section next to the Macy's building, which is used as the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, has a themed construction tarp up on it. This has been up for a few weeks, and I've been told that it has something to do with repairs from hurricane damage, but it could also be preparation for the upcoming Halloween Horror Nights. Over in San Francisco, wow. Saturday afternoon was the last scheduled performance of the Flying Fish Show. The show was introduced to the park a couple of years ago, around the same time as the Sing It and Beat Builders shows. It was apparently the least popular of the three. I wish the actors involved best of luck in their next production. And there's plenty of activity going on in the Universal Studios Florida Lagoon, getting ready for the yet unnamed new evening spectacular show that Universal is preparing for. The old cinematic spectacular barges and projectors have been disassembled and removed, and new floating platforms are being built in the middle of the lagoon. Work is also being done in the Central Park area across from Richter's, which looks like it will become the new viewing area. Hopping over to Volcano Bay, I reported recently that testing was being done on the Kala and Tai Nui slides in order to make those serpentine drop slides accessible to larger guests. It looks like the weight limit on those attractions is now officially raised up to 270 pounds.
Oh,
in City Walk, a photo op throne has been installed in front of the new Voodoo Donuts. Go ahead and take a selfie of yourself sitting on a giant chair made out of donuts, and then hop in line for one that you can eat. The wait time has been in the 20 to 30 minute range most times I've been stopping by lately. Finally, heading far off of Universal property, up to the Parliament House in downtown Orlando, where the Animatronicans is playing for the next 2 weekends. This is a comedy inspired by retired animatronic attractions from Disney and Universal. It was a big hit at the Orlando Fringe Festival, and it's been revived with new updated jokes. The reason I mention it here is because one of the stars is James Keaton, who is best known as Jack the Clown from Halloween Horror Nights. So if you're a fan of his, make sure you get out to the Parliament House before that show finishes its run. That's all for now. This is Seth Kuberski from Orlando Weekly, Attractions Magazine, Touring Plans, and the Unofficial Guide, keeping an eye out for all those little things that are new at Universal Orlando for you.
Right, let's go back a little bit. Mm-hmm. So this new projection show, whatever the hell it's going to be on the lagoon at USF, if the same guy is in charge of the name for that projection show, who was behind the name for the resort on International Drive, I don't hold much hope.
Endless water.
Yeah.
The endless projection show.
It might just be the endless nights. You've got the endless summer resort, and that'll be the endless night show.
No, you see, that would mean they'd have to leave the park open later, so that's a no-go.
True.
Actually, hey, they were talking about that on the survey.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What if we kept it open a couple hours later?
The endless evenings show, then.
I'm glad to see they also upgraded the projectors on the Harry Potter ride.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. My weight loss journey continues.
Yes.
Thing.
And then Voodoo Donuts have to put in there.
Yes.
Yeah. Oops.
And if you want a laugh, I sent Kenneth, our vlogger, out to Voodoo Donut last week, and he's done a 15-minute review of him and his girlfriend trying donuts out. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Those donuts look amazing. They're a lot bigger than I thought they would be, actually.
Nah, still
Especially
no
for
problem.
the price.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
No.
No, the price is actually really good.
Now, when Seth said, have your photo up and then get in line for one donut, I assume by one he meant one box of.
You can't just go and get one.
No.
Let me just get one coffin of donuts, please.
Yes. Every time you go, you just got a coffin stacked up all over your house. Oh, man.
I know you were talking about, Tracy, you'd sort of been keeping an eye on people's opinions of it. It seems to be that the donuts themselves aren't anything special, and it's more about the toppings
it's all about the toppings.
Which,
Yeah. Especially because usually by the time people get these, they're 8, 9, 10 hours old. So
And I find that disappointing because having had the tea room myself and made cakes and pastries and things, it's not difficult to make something tasty.
yeah.
Especially when it's a batter like that. All you're talking about is a bit of vanilla essence or orange essence or something like that. It'll add an extra depth.
yeah.
At
the end of the day, until we get to try them, you don't know. You're only going on people's opinions, and everybody's different.
Put it this way, if I'm expecting to be disappointed, then it can only be better.
But having
I don't care, I'm still going. This has been my lifelong dream. Well, lifelong since I've discovered Voodoo Donut a few years back.
But having watched Kenneth's vlog, it is. However, even if they're not amazing, that donut shop is the perfect thing for City Walk.
Absolutely,
it just fits in so well.
And there's also that thing of just because a lot of people don't like it doesn't mean that we won't. So
I also think I saw someone online post Voodoo beer. They have their own beer there.
What? That's a new one on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw there was a bottle somebody posted. I think it was in the pass holder page, and it had the Voodoo Donuts logo, but it was like a beer. I don't know if they
makes
made
sense. They work with yeast, so
Oh my goodness.
they go together pretty well.
Okay.
Got to go back and look that up. Make sure I'm not lying here.
And also reported Homer Simpson has been reported missing from the Simpsons ride.
Lee,
Donut beer.
that's my breakfast sorted every time we're in there.
Donut and beer.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, and they're perfect. The donut just sits right on the top of the beer like that.
Yeah. You just drink your beer, bite the donut, drink the beer.
Yeah, just looked up online right now. Rogue Voodoo Donut beer,
Yeah.
Nice.
chocolate, peanut butter, and banana ale.
Oh, man. I'll try one.
I won't.
Right, can I just ask, what is the bloody world's obsession with chocolate? Chocolate beer, for God's sake. Come on, that's disgusting.
Oh, shut up, whinging. It's all disgusting.
You don't drink beer, so shut up.
That's got to be a very.
If you don't like beer, they also have a bacon maple vodka. So that should definitely.
Yeah, I can't
well,
drink that either.
That'll kill me. I
Can't eat bacon.
can't have bacon that gives me migraines. I'm allergic to vodka, so that's me dead.
Well,
Yeah.
guess
Next.
this one's for us.
Well, I mean,
Bottle of water.
speaking
$4.
of Voodoo Donuts, we haven't got any votes in yet, but we really want to hear from everybody what their favorite donut is. I know it just opened up recently, but we'd love if you send us your recording from Voodoo Donuts at Universal Orlando City Walk, letting us know which is your favorite donut. We'll share them on the show, and at the end of the year, we will compile the votes and see which is the listener's favorite donut or Voodoo Donut. All you have to do is record a MP3 on your phone and send it to us at podcasts@uupodcast.com or go to speakpipe.com/UUO podcast and record it there. So
I'm calling it for Grape Ape now. I think people are going to get into the weirdness of it.
I think
I'm
that
excited
one
for
looks
that.
good. It's the
Mango
dirt and the
all day.
8 Mile I'm interested in.
I obviously need a little voodoo guy.
And Hannah's
And
started
Portland
off.
cream. The Portland cream looks amazing.
Hannah started off the thing now that you have to take the pretzel rod out of the voodoo one and stab it to death.
see it bleed out jelly.
Yes.
I'm just going to cram the whole thing in my mouth at once.
Just stop talking about it.
There's a challenge to somebody to get an entire voodoo donut in the mouth in one go.
Oh, no problem.
Oh!
No problem. I used to be the Pringles champion, don't forget. 16 Pringles in my mouth, unbroken.
Yeah, Lee, we've seen the t-shirt.
You ever played Chubby Bunny?
Yes, yes.
Not with Pringles.
Yeah, I'm saying out. Yes, none of that.
Donuts.
Donuts.
So this, I don't think we have any spews this week, but we'd love to get some. Darren, would you like to tell our lovely audience how to send some in?
Okay, yeah. So technically it's a biohazard, so you have to put it in some special kind of container. You got to seal it up really good. And then send it to Lee and Tracy, definitely. Their address is 12. No, okay.
Hey, Bill!
You're going to hear the beep.
No, but for real.
It's just 12, the UK. That's our address.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
We're very small. There's only 15 houses.
if you just put their names on it, they'll just go around until they find them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we adore hearing your great team member experiences. So please send us more. If you have a team member go out of their way to help you make your trip extra special, then jot it down in an email and send it to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com and title it SPEW, SPEW, the Society for Promotion of Employee Well-Dones. And don't forget to let guest services know too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had quite a glut of them at the beginning of the year, and they've kind of dried up recently.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's kind of a slow time at the parks too, so it kind of makes sense and coincides there. But come on, somebody's out there.
Yeah.
You locals, send us your spews.
People
Absolutely.
doing good jobs out there.
yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break to hear from Mouse and Muggle.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank, grabbed a butterbeer and the 3 broomsticks after a long day touring Hogwarts Castle? No? Then what are you waiting for? Let our team of experts help make your dream a reality. At Mouse and Muggle Travel Company, we specialize in all things Universal Orlando Resort and promise to do our very best to put together a vacation package that fits your needs, wants, and budget. At Universal, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than wands and potions, we specialize in Disney destinations as well. So, if you're ready to get started planning your next family vacation, let Mouse and Muggle Travel Company do all the hard work for you. You have nothing to lose, as our services are free to you. Just visit us at mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a no-obligation quote request, or send an email to info@mouseandmuggle.com. And remember, whether you're a mouse or a muggle, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company can help make your next vacation simply magical.
Welcome back. So let's go on over to another little post/details that came out from the Aventura Rooftop Bar. Tracy, you want to tell us about that?
I will indeed. So yes, the latest on-site hotel, the Aventura, which, may I say, from what I've been seeing, looks spectacular.
It does.
Even though it still looks like a giant fidget spinner. But it is opening soon. Yeah. That's opening soon. And yeah, so we have some details for you about the rooftop bar. So it's called Bar 17 Bistro, and it will be, surprise, surprise, on the 17th floor, offering breathtaking views of all that Universal Orlando Resort has to offer, plus the I-4. They kind of missed that bit out. You know.
Yeah, you don't want to end up seated on that side.
I don't know, if you're a car spotter, you know, it could be fun. So according to their recent blog post, you'll see all 3 theme parks, our other resort hotels, and even the downtown Orlando skyline.
Well,
There's a car.
I showed you that picture, Tracy.
Oh, it's a blue one.
I showed you the picture that they posted on the blog, and the view from up there was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does help that it is, you know, that Florida is very flat.
Yes.
So you can see for miles and miles.
Yeah,
And miles and
Orlando's
miles.
really becoming the city of views with the, with the Orlando Eye there already, and then the
Of
that
course, you got the new...
terrifying sky chair thing that's going up. Oh my god!
Seriously, people. Who...
I need to do that when we come over next time. Doing
terrifying.
that.
Okay, I'll root you on from the bottom.
Yeah,
See if you
me
can hear
too.
me all the
We'll
way
hold
up
his
there.
coat.
Hang on. Right. So, Darren, you'll do Falcon's Fury, but you won't do
Yes.
that.
Falcon's
Falcon
Fury.
Fury is a lot of solid steel.
Thank you.
connecting you to that thing, and yeah, this one is like little chain
link.
Chain link on there. What's wrong with that?
Well, you've got to die sometime.
That's true.
Yes, but I want...
That is true.
If that happens, I want to be able to bury you in a coffin, not in a bag.
Do you? Be cheaper in a bag.
Well,
Just leave me there.
pour you
Be
down the
scattered to
toilet.
the four winds. In
You'd have
fact,
the coffee from Voodoo Donuts anyway, so you're good.
Yeah.
in fact, that's the ideal way for me to go. Is I'll be part of my favourite place in the whole world, just scattered around,
Splashed
scattered around
everywhere.
the International Drive.
And then pressure washed off.
Exactly.
In
A hurricaned away. I want them to do the extreme one and open it during a hurricane.
Oh God.
time to up Lee's life insurance.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway,
Yes.
Tracy's endless Universal trips.
oh hello.
No.
Now,
How you
who
feeling, Lee?
was I with that day?
I'm just thinking, can I fake it? I know how much I'm insured for. It's quite a lot.
It's not enough.
You get a lot of trips out of it, put it that way.
No. Anyway,
Well, it's,
yes.
sorry, go ahead, Tracy. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, so yes, the Piece de Resistance view will be one of Universal's Volcano Bay. They've really worded that badly because they don't have more than one Volcano Bay.
The one particular one
Yes.
on the west side.
Yes. So yes, basically they said the best view will be the Volcano Bay one, especially at night. And seeing the blue lava erupting out of Krakatoa is stunning.
I'm sure. Because we still haven't really done any sort of show using the eruptions at Volcano Bay, have they? Like, they made a big deal out of it and we've seen them testing it and stuff, but they've never actually made it a sort of nightly thing.
No.
Oh yeah, no. Because like really, where are you going to view it from? I-4. Like,
But yeah,
all right, guys, drive
R17.
drive by slowly. We've opened up a new lane of I-4 for you to drive 5 miles an hour in.
yeah, it's the Universal lane that they charge you $5 to drive down.
You can enjoy the volcano erupt several times.
Yeah.
So Bar 17 Bistro will offer an assortment of small plates that range from unique options like bao bun dishes,
No idea.
inspired by
Oh,
global
gosh.
destinations, to classic favourites like nachos, sliders, and salads. Salads.
Never heard.
Whose favourite's a salad? Who are these
What's a bao bun,
weird people? I would say that was bao.
however? Darren, what's that?
It's like a steam bun.
All right.
Like the pork steam buns or anything like that. If you've ever had them, they're very, very good.
Sounds
Just good carbs.
Yes. There. Sorry.
There's too much food talk on this show
Oh,
tonight.
it's okay.
It's not good.
I'm onto a bit that I quite like the look of. You'll definitely be excited for the cocktails that are designed to pair with the international flavours on the menu. Good. As long as we have some rum cocktails and no vodka
Okay.
or gin ones. I'm sick of everything being vodka
Well,
and
that's
gin
why you
because I
have to
don't
go-
like gin. I can't have vodka.
That's why you have to go to
Rum.
Sapphire Falls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Strongwater Tavern.
Yes.
Yes, I like rum. I'm a pirate.
I like rum.
Yeah.
Rum.
I'm kind of excited too because the article, which I don't know if you were getting to it, but they did mention that the mixologists and the people behind the Strongwater Tavern are also doing the menu for this one.
Ah.
So-
Okay.
As an avid fan, I've talked about it plenty of times. I love that restaurant. It is amazing. You should go there. If you've never been, you will not have a bad time. And the food and drinks are just out of this world.
I need to get out of my usual theme park visiting mentality that I don't want to spend time in the hotels because I'm missing my time in the parks and actually go and check out the hotels more than we have done.
Well,
Yeah.
If we go this year,
We won't be
as
going
well
this
as
year.
next, and the year after.
We'll be
We have plenty of
bankrupt.
time.
We'll never go again.
Look, you're not coming home
you're
anyway.
in
You've
the
already
Suits this
declared
year.
that. You know, so that's one less person I have to pay for at home.
Ask Craig Lucas how he does it.
He-
Get a job on the rails.
yes,
Yeah.
that's where it happens. He's on like 3 times the amount of money I am.
So yes, Aventura Hotel is opening August this year.
Now, Darren, as
So-
you've been singled
Yes.
out as the person that will be hopefully testing out the Aventura Hotel for us when it opens, how much more does this make you excited to go?
I am so excited to go. And we've already made a pact that we do not go anywhere near the parks while we stay here. We're from check-in to check-out. We are at the hotel. So,
Yeah.
we are going prepared, and I'm going to probably spend a lot of time at this rooftop bar, and I'm very
Oh,
excited.
yeah. I may have to join you over there.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And just ask for the I-4 view, so you don't have to look at the parks at all. Just stay at the hotel. That's it.
I'm going to become a regular in one day. That's my goal.
I'll have the usual. That'll be by 10:05 in the morning.
Darren will walk in at 5 o'clock on the first night, and he's been there since 10 o'clock in the morning. And be like, Darren, there you go, sir.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Now, you know the first thing Darren's going to be looking for in a hotel?
The vending machines.
Where to get the water.
I am going prepared this time. I'm going to be so prepared.
Have you got one of those little radio flyer carts that you just fill in with bottles of water?
Yes.
He'll be selling them to other people as well. That's how we pay for the stay. Bottle of water, sir.
There we go.
It's weird how they've gone for like a no theme for this hotel. You look at how well themed all the other on-site hotels are. That this one's just like a generic hotel, but it
looks
does
swish from the
it does,
outside.
and it really fits into the skyline. I think at Universal.
Is it odd that that's what I like more than the themed hotels? I think sometimes I just want like something like designed that's like a nice design that's like clean and simple.
Yeah, that's a hotel first and foremost, rather than trying to be a
Mini theme
vacation
park.
experience.
Yeah, especially after
Subtly.
like sensory overload of a theme park all day.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice to go back to a place like this. So
Yeah. The
Yeah.
rooms are good too. Really good.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how much integration the tablets have in the rooms,
yeah,
because I think that's the big selling point, isn't it? The automation of everything, the technological things.
yeah.
I think we need to go out for a week and spend a night in every hotel, one after the other.
Okay, then.
It's a great thing to do. Great
I
challenge.
would love to.
If
It
you'd like
would
us to
be
do that,
something I'd
people,
love
send
to
us
do.
some money.
The problem is
You heard them.
you'd have to start at Surfside,
Bed's
then
getting
go
out.
to Dockside, then go to Cabana Bay, then Sapphire Falls, then Royal Pacific, then Hard Rock, and finish at the Portofino.
Can I just say, I am not waiting until 2020 to do this.
Well, you might have to.
No, but if we go out, but that means we can go back when they have a new hotel open. We have to go back and do it all again.
In fairness, I think
And
we're
again?
doing quite well that we've actually managed to stay at two of them at this point.
Well, we say stay. We slept.
We have stayed.
Yeah, but we didn't see anything of them.
I've seen an awful lot of the inside of the kitchen restaurant and the bathrooms.
Yeah, and I've really tested out their beanbags.
Anyway, but yes, it looks like it does look like a really good hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the two on iDrive will be similar. Do we know what level this is? Is this prime value the same as Cabana Bay, or is this? I don't actually
It
know.
looks
I
like
think
a
they said
higher
it was
level.
But they were supposed to be cheaper than Cabana Bay.
Wow.
Like I remember when they first announced it a while back, they did mention, an even cheaper resort. That's why it may have been even discussed like how they're going to get people to want to stay there as well, even being a cheaper resort.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Actually, it's got to be the same level as Cabana Bay, because didn't they say for the two new ones that for the first time it was value? Is that right, Chris? Is that what you read out?
Yeah. I think
The
it's
all new value hotel category.
And yet
okay.
and then it looks so many steps above.
Yeah, it does look. It
The value-
Looks,
it looks
It looks
very-
like a high-end hotel.
does.
I mean, I'll say it again, Darren. When that first concept art came out, me and you were messaging each other, going, "I think this is going to be above Portofino Bay as far as class level," and then it turns out it's like way below it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think we got some rumors. Let's take a listen.
Hi, this is Alicia Stella with news from the rumor mill. There's new information out there that says big changes are on the way to Jurassic Park in Islands of Adventure. I had previously reported that there were plans to completely overhaul the Jurassic Park River Adventure, but they were put on hold and we just got the regular annual maintenance this year instead. Now the rumor of an overhaul is back. I'm hearing that River Adventure will close sometime after the summer season and remain closed for up to 10 months, reopening in time for next summer. Universal Hollywood was already planning a massive overhaul of their Jurassic ride, and now it looks like we'll be getting it here as well. Now, what changes we can expect are anyone's guess, but some speculation is that the ride, and perhaps the entire land, could be rebranded under the Jurassic World banner, River Adventure could receive entirely new dinosaur figures from the new series, including the Indominus Rex or even the new Indoraptor seen in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. With a downtime of that length, we should expect some major changes to the ride, with or without it changing to the Jurassic World aesthetic. It sounds like Creature Technology will be involved to create the new dinosaurs for the ride. They're responsible for the Kong animatronic on Skull Island, Reign of Kong, as well as the realistic dinosaurs of the touring Jurassic World The Exhibition. In addition to this major enhancement, there's still even more big news for the land to come. Something is being planned to be built on the old Triceratops Trail. No word yet on exactly what, but as I reported a few months ago, the leading rumor is a family coaster, perhaps a wooden coaster. The Raptor Encounter meet and greet may be temporarily relocated while construction is ongoing. It may return after the new attraction is ready. Some folks have speculated that we may see a new dark ride featuring dinosaurs in a setting where something doesn't go wrong for once. Others have suggested that it may just be an expanded Raptor meet and greet with more enclosures and possibly even more animals on display through a walking trail, similar to the original Triceratops encounter, but with more animals. New family coaster seems to be the most solid rumor I've heard, though. And it likely wouldn't be the old Amber Mine coaster concept brought back to life, but something entirely new instead. We could see this new attraction along with the updates to River Adventure by the end of 2019. Add those to the new Potter coaster also opening that year, and you have a pretty good lineup to help counter the Star Wars opening down the street. That's all for now. Be sure to check out the monthly Rumor Mill articles at uuopodcast.com. See you next time.
It's interesting if this is the rumour that's true, that they're looking to do a land that, yeah, I've always said I don't think there's an awful lot to do in there, but I think there's lands in that park that need attention more than that one does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be against that wooden roller coaster rumour's been flying around for years.
As long as I can remember, to be honest.
It's been a long time. Having not been at the park when the Triceratops encounter was open, is that where the Raptor encounter is now?
Well, yeah, the Raptor encounter is in like the front part of it. It's a very small section of the front is what they use for the Raptors. There's still a lot more space back there. That was part of the Triceratops encounter that's still just there.
Really? So it's quite a decent space then?
Yeah.
That's like right next to the playground too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it would be, I guess. That area is really confusing to me, so I can't really make sense of how it's oriented there. But yeah, I guess it'd be really close to it.
So
Makes sense.
I wonder what the potential to be would be if they did like a family coaster to actually route it through Camp Jurassic as well. Like not necessarily like go over the top or like have, like Rip Ride Rocket goes through sort of New York a bit, whether they could potentially do that with it to add a bit more dynamics to that area as well.
It'd be cool if we went down through like that cave section.
Yeah.
That would be neat.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it's a kiddie coaster.
Yeah.
It may.
But Jurassic
Maybe very basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park's an area I've said for a long time that if you're not, like, Darren, for you, not riding water rides, it's not somewhere you'll go, really.
No, it's not a place I like to be. And if it's a wooden coaster, that's a very humid area on top of it's already Florida. That coaster's going to get real rickety real fast.
Yeah. No, that's why I disagree with what Lee's just said there. Because I don't particularly like water rides, but I love Jurassic Park. I like the greenery and I like the feel of it. And I could loiter there for a long time. There's nothing to do.
There is nothing to do. If you haven't got kids and you don't ride water rides, there's literally nothing to do.
Do you know what? If I could lose the kids and just spend an hour in there, I could happily wander around just enjoying just the greenery and just because it feels different to the frenetic feel of all the other lands.
It does.
It's very calming because it's green and it's cool as Florida can be. That I can actually loiter there and chill out without doing anything. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Andy's listening now, cheering at his iPod. Yes, Tracy, go Tracy. Now he just hates me even more.
So you think they can incorporate the new movie in? When does that come out? That's this year, isn't it?
Yeah. I
haven't watched the trailer for it yet. I won't.
So I guess if it's going to be open by next summer, then it kind of misses the point of that one. So
yeah, but I mean, it looks like they got a good franchise going on with that, so it would make sense to kind of push it that direction too.
Yeah, you're getting in on the sort of midpoint of it, aren't you?
Yeah, all it is Chris Pratt cutouts are going to be put in.
Well, I remember years, like before Jurassic World came out, that they trademarked or they signed whatever they needed to sign to be able to use Indominus Rex and I can't remember which one the other one was in the parks, but obviously we've never seen anything.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting, but yeah, it needs an update. For Islands of Adventure, I've said for a while, is flat and desperately needs some sort of injection of life into it before they need to worry about a third stroke fourth gate, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Let's fix it up. Yeah. Well, we got some interesting information a little earlier, or last week, I think it is. And I think everybody liked this. Darren, would you like to give us this information?
Yes. Universal Orlando have finally officially released the first house of this year's event, as well as the dates for Halloween Horror Nights 2018. And it came as no surprise to anyone that the first house announcement for this year is that guests will be able to visit the Upside Down as Netflix series Stranger Things comes to Orlando, Hollywood, and Singapore as well.
Now, is that am I right in assuming that's the first time Singapore have done an IP?
Didn't they had a little bit of Walking Dead involvement one year? I think I saw people talking about, but yeah, this is like their first big one, I think, and officially with a house as well. I think the Walking Dead was just like an experience or something they did off to the side,
right?
So yeah, so they're gonna give. It's gonna be based on the first series. So no second season. That's interesting.
No, that's good because that means if we don't get out this year, then the second season will be out next year.
True.
Yeah, and they aim to give guests an immersive experience into the Stranger Things world by recreating some of the show's most iconic scenes, 80s settings, and most loved characters. Hashtag RIP Barb. You'll faithfully follow the storyline, starting off on Mirkwood and then quickly moving to inside Hawkins National Laboratory, where things have gone terribly, terribly wrong. From there, you'll experience all the most memorable moments and environments from the show while being hunted at every turn by the Demogorgon. And of course, you will step into the mysterious darkness of the Upside Down more than once, whether you like it or not. They also confirmed the Halloween Horror Nights 28 will run select nights from September 14th through November 3rd, and there will be 9 brand new mazes based on hit shows and haunting original stories in 5 sinister scare zones. They've also been selling a new one-night, it's like buy one night, get one night free flex ticket for $77.99.
But that
leading to some speculation that there might not be like not RIP.
Frequent Fear.
Yeah, Frequent Fear and Rush of Fear and that kind of thing this year.
The interesting thing with that ticket, though, Darren, was I think the second night was only good for, was it Sunday through Thursday?
Was it? Yeah.
Or Sunday through Friday. So obviously a lot of people have been talking that it's trying to steer people away from Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm. And was that any night you buy, you get a second night free?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. Free flex ticket there. As far as this house goes, at first I was kind of on the fence about it, to be, to say the least. The one thing I think they can do that would save this for me is like scene for scene. If it says you'd be going to the Upside Down more than once, if they did that scene for scene, and as you walk through each scene, then you walk through the scene again in the Upside Down, I think that would be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. See, I hope that at least one of the times you go into the Upside Down that they do like those blow up tunnely things, like at Scream Factory chases.
Yes.
So you go into the laboratory and go through the, I don't even know what you call it, that
Portal?
weird portal-y thing that they go through into the Upside Down, that they make people go through that to get into the Upside Down. That would be cool.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
You can even have those little like stringy, hangy things that'll kind of touch you as you go in, get in the show and everything.
I think it has the potential, set design wise, to be stunning. And I think they will, because I think with it being, let's be honest, in that sort of genre at the moment, it is the biggest thing in the world right now. And they're going to make sure that at least you'd hope the IP holders will hold them to a high standard, and that it will be exactly what you would want it to be.
Yeah.
Yes. But I am still very concerned about just a lot of very tall guys in lycra bodysuits with Demogorgon headpieces on, basically.
Do you think that's how they'll do it, Darren, or do you think they'll go sort of American Werewolf, Alien, puppet-wise, or both?
I think maybe both.
Yeah,
I think if they do demo dogs in there at all. Were they in the first season at all? Well, maybe they'll still throw them in a little bit here and there. If they definitely, if it's not this year, the next year, if they do the demo dogs, you'll definitely see them use those.
Yeah,
use that same technology for it because they need to. It costs a lot of money.
I don't know if you ever saw that on Facebook. There was a video going around of a guy who made a Demogorgon costume, and it looked amazing, like straight out of the show, and the mouth was functioning and everything.
Wow.
That is awesome.
And I'll give a shout out to Amanda Boston White from Universal After Dark. Yeah. She does makeup videos for every Halloween Horror Nights announcement. She's just done one for Stranger Things, and theirs was pretty cool, actually.
Yes, it was. You gotta though remember that they've got they've got short shifts, and they have to be able to take off pieces of it, and that usually really limits the amount of detail that they get into as far as that goes. So. And
on top of that, I mean, you're in the dark, so they're not going to go into that much detail.
Yeah,
true.
Now,
but I hope, like you said, they have at least a couple of animatronic ones that are really detailed for you to see.
Yeah.
Being as big as Stranger Things is, twofold question, Darren. Where do you think it'll go? First off, do you think it'll be the first house in the park, like where American Horror Story was last year?
Yeah, they have enough. You know what I think it's going to go is where Exorcist and American Werewolf and those kind of houses go.
So the other side of Rip Ride Rocket.
Yeah. So the parade, the Universal stage will be the queue for it.
Right.
I assume because they're going to need a crazy big queue for this year because this is going to be unprecedented levels. I think as far as that goes.
Chris, you said that you've got friends who aren't interested in Halloween Horror Nights at all that are interested in coming now because of this.
Absolutely. And I even see, I mean, on my posts, I'll see other friends saying, I would never come to Horror Nights, but this might change my mind. Yep. So they're really getting a lot of people who would not have come normally. And even for one house, they'll do that. That's how big the show is.
Yeah, I think that since it's just the first season, they can fit it all into that soundstage pretty easily. I don't think they need the big one for it. I think they can save that for something bigger.
So then the second question for you is, do you think they've led too big too early?
No, because they've done this before. They've announced some really big IPs before as the first announcement. And that seems to be typically their MO at this point is to do a really big one, wait a while, and then release a couple of smaller ones, and then hit it up, ramp it up on the way to Horror Nights with some more big ones, and then finally the originals.
I don't think they could have led off any bigger. It's like we all expected it when they announced that we're going to make an announcement tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Everyone was like, it's got to be Stranger Things.
To say that I think the next announcement is going to have to do with a thing as well.
Okay.
So I'll leave it at that. Figure it out.
Interesting.
And there's rumors, of course, overall of like an 80s theme this year for the event. So it'd be really cool if it continues down that path.
Yes, she says.
Don't look at me like that. I know. It's only because you won't let us go without taking the kids. I've already priced it up.
If it
just leave her here. Strap it to the bed.
Look, you know the issue.
Do I?
You do know the issue. I can't say anymore. What 80s?
I know. They need to bring back Run. Then they need to do Run 2 as well if they're doing an 80s one. I know most people didn't like it, but I loved Run.
That.
Yeah.
I'll out and outdo the Running Man this time.
There you go.
It'd be interesting to see what else they get then, because I know a lot of the rumours have been It, but obviously the new one. What was the other one? The Lost Boys seems to be kicking around as a strong one, which would be amazing. And obviously Halloween, with a new Halloween coming out, but that doesn't fit into that 80s trope unless you kind of go that it's a throwback from the 80s, even though it's not an 80s film. It depends 70s. It depends how literal they want to go with it.
Yep.
Well, not 80s theme so much, but I know the Purge movie is another one coming out this year too.
Yes.
Which goes back in time.
Yeah, it's the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm quite I like those films. A lot of people don't, but I genuinely enjoy them.
Me too.
You sit there and just fantasize what you'd actually do if it was...
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. What do people listen and they'll go, okay.
Welcome, first-time listeners.
He's a psychopath, apparently. Who fantasizes, like, sit there like the Dr. Evil watching... Montgomery Burns watching The Purge going, I would have done that much worse.
And there's me, would just have everybody locked in the house, and I'd be like sitting on the porch with my shotgun and in my rocking chair. You dare come near me.
In fairness, right, The Purge is any crime, I'd be more likely nicking stuff. I'd be stealing, like,
I'd go
a new telly, a new phone, and as many PlayStation games as I could get. And I think, I could do with a new tablet, that'll do. I wouldn't be, while everyone else is killing each other, I'd just be looting all the shops.
Yeah. You say that and I'd be like, oh, where's the bookshop? That's what I'd loot.
Plane tickets.
No, I was going to say, you loot
the travel company.
You loot the travel company?
Yeah. Also hacking, you need to learn, right? I'd spend the year leading up to The Purge learning how to hack things and then just hack everything. Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
that's sorted.
Exciting times. That's a big announcement to start off with. It's definitely going to be interesting to see where we go from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a much different approach to the announcements this year. A lot more evenly spaced out and a lot less snark from the Twitter account.
More nice and shade.
I can almost guarantee it this year. So
yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the show, right?
Yeah.
Covered a lot of stuff today.
We have.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good stuff. So, yeah, for Lee, Tracy, Darren, and myself, Chris, thanks for joining us.
Cut, print, that's a wrap for another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.